Hello, my name's Lior, and this is Defiance, the new action MMO from Trion Worlds. This is from their beta weekend and is the new character opening cinematic.
Which one of these dealies opens this bitch? Nice. Holy Stacco! You're alive! Name's Kastukar. I saw you land. Well, maybe that's not the right word. It was more smashing into the ground than landing. I sort of expected you to be a bowl of soup in there. What are you doing? Whoa, are you okay? Do you need help? Can you hear me? You need to sit down. Here, sit down before you pass out. I'm sure you took more than a bump to the head, so rest. Get your feet under you. I'm gonna go see if anyone else needs help. Oh, you might want to arm yourself a bit more. The locals aren't known for their charm.
Hello. Oh, good. You can hear me now. I can sense your nervousness, but don't fret. I'm the Environmental Guardian online device that was injected into your body. You can just call me Ego. Please forgive me. I'm having some trouble getting all the behaviors activated, so we might experience a few hitches at the beginning. But I'll sort it out. We have lots to go over, so we should start.
I'm entirely inside your head, so when I appear, no one can see or hear me but you. You can interact with me to signal when you're ready to proceed. Let's try it. Great, that behavior seems to be working fine. We need to find Mr. Von Bach, but first we'll need to gear up. Let me try to sync the map with your heads-up display.
So here we are in the future, crash-landed on another planet, but fortunately, exclamation marks are still used to mark our quests.
Nice, it's working. Mr. Von Bach had ego-specific defense technologies aboard the Stratocarrier. I've placed a marker on our map where we'll find it. Excellent. Once you attach that, it will allow me to activate the ego shield.
So I had to do a little cutting here. One of my biggest complaints about Defiance is the UI. You don't have an inventory like you might be used to in other MMOs. Instead, in this particular case, your inventory is sort of invisible and is sorted into about 6 different categories. What you need to do to equip the shield is to double-click on the shield area in your character sheet, and then select the shield you want to equip from the list.
Shields are running. We're going to need another weapon option out here. I'm detecting a Von Bach Industries cache nearby. Let's hurry. We need to collect the necessary supplies as soon as possible, so we can start looking for Mr. Von Bach.
So there's a large white status bar in the upper left-hand corner of our UI now, and that represents the shield that we just managed to equip. One of the interesting things about Defiance is that it is undeniably an action MMO, and you'll recognize some of the UI features if you played things like PlanetSide 2. There's no sort of free cursor, you just have a crosshairs in the middle of your screen. You can't seem to zoom back into a wider angle, which I actually found really frustrating. To shoot, it's just basically like any other game, right-click to scope in and left-click to shoot. And there are also buttons to throw grenades we'll look at later.
A handgun should help. Let's get it equipped. I feel much safer now. You may find a particular weapon type works best for specific situations, so you'll want to get used to switching back and forth between the primary and secondary weapons. Von Bach Industries supplied plenty of explosives for the Arc Hunter team. I've put the location of an explosives cache on our map.
Oh yeah, time for some explosives. I do really like the kind of intercom communication system they've got set up here with the little photo in the bottom right-hand corner, and you're going to see them use that more of that in a moment. And I hope they continue that on through, because it's a pretty cool little narrative tool.
Grenades. These will come in handy from time to time.
I can feel that in every cell of my body.
I think you already know how this works. Pull the pin, throw, and get out of there. Excellent. The more we experience, the more behaviors we can access. We can now open up an ego ability if you're... Sorry. Looks like one of those hitches I mentioned. Give me a minute and I'll fix it. In the meantime, I'm receiving a signal. I can appropriate calls and establish two-way communications for you. I'll patch this one through.
Can anyone hear me? I need some help over here. Got some hostiles on my ass.
We should go help.
There appears to be less gravity in the world of Defiance than there is on planet Earth, because when we jump there's a little bit of extra bounce in our step, and that pays off as well when we're driving vehicles around. If you played Mass Effect 1, it's a bit like driving the Mako around. It's a little bit like a blimp. But now we're heading into our first combat situation. Talents in Defiance are built around sort of 4 core principles, and you can decide which core principle you want to work on first. And this is going to display them to us. There is a tree for speed, a tree for power, essentially, a tree for stealth, and a tree for trickery. And that's just sort of basic concepts, but we can see how each of the principal talents in each of those work here in this tutorial.
You didn't even see that coming, did you?
Nice work. Let's try this again. I am so sorry. Try the overcharge power while I try to sort this out. Okay, this should absolutely be... I am completely embarrassed. I'm not starting out on the right foot with you. Try the cloak power for a few minutes. I'll be back.
And you can probably tell I wasn't really paying attention there like I should have. The shift key, like with most games, is a stealth toggle, and our shield will regain its shieldiness pretty quickly once we go out of the line of fire.
I almost
Now
have this
you
fixed.
don't.
Try out the decoy ability, and then we should be ready.
They're just gonna keep coming. Let's get the hell out of here.
Come on, more! Operation Scorch here.
Let's go. I told you the locals are jackholes. Glad you found some gear. You're gonna be using it here like... A lot. Catch you later down the trail. Don't let me find you jumping my arc falls, though, or I will resort to cut... Arc Hunter.